Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric, my co-host Brodie. Just got done finishing watching Al's live broadcast there of the Red Sox-Dodgers series he's got going using Stratomatic Baseball. So I got to talking about the tournament, which is starting up tomorrow, Greatest Teams Tournament, and started doing a little trash talking, especially with Beatles, regarding Braves Pirates. Struck a little nerve there from 1991 and 1992 especially. So I thought I would do a recreation of the 1992 Game 7 from Atlanta. Series tied 3-3. Braves Pirates series here, in which Sid Bream scored the winning run on a base hit by Carrasco in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs. So anyway, without further ado, Mr. Brodie and I are going to get underway here. So Mr. Brodie's going to be the third base coach for both teams. So he's going to hopefully wave Sid Bream around. Well, we'll see how close to reality this gets. But anyway, welcome to Fulton County Stadium for tonight's game between Pittsburgh and Atlanta. Drabek start for Pittsburgh. And of course, it's his first start, so it'll be Doug Drabek against Steve Avery. So it's 73 degrees, wind speed 12 miles per hour, left to right. From Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. Let's play some ball. So I didn't really check all the photos, but I think all the photos match up, except for they might not be the right teams. Although the Braves look like they have all their right players. Alex Cole there looks like he has his Cleveland uniform on. But anyway, Bonds might have a different uniform too. I'm not sure. A few others possibly, maybe Drabek. But anyway, let's get the game underway. So Steve Avery takes the mound for the home team Atlanta Braves. He'll be facing a lineup as follows. It'll be Alex Cole, the right fielder, will lead off. The shortstop, Jay Bell, will bat second. Andy Van Slyke, the center fielder, bats third. Barry Bonds, the right fielder. The left fielder, will bat cleanup. Orlando Morced, the first baseman, bats fifth. Jeff King will be the third baseman, batting sixth. Michael Lavalliere will bat seventh, and catch. Second baseman Jose Lind will bat eighth, and on the mound, batting ninth, will be Doug Drabek. Steve Avery was 11-11 on the season, 3.20 ERA, 233 innings pitched, 216 hits allowed, 14 homers, 71 walks, and 129 Ks. Opponents are hitting 246 off of them. So without further ado, Mr. Brodie, are you ready to play some Braves Pirates game? Who are you rooting for, Mr. Brodie? You gonna go for the Braves? Go Braves! Go Braves, says Mr. Brodie. How about the Pirates? The Pirates lose? Are the Pirates gonna lose tonight? We'll see. Say hi to Beatles. Say hi to Al, Ken, and anybody else is watching. Alright, so let's get this game underway. Are you ready to coach some third base there, Mr. Brodie? See if we can get your head back in this as you're getting a little bit cut off there. There he is. Ready, Mr. Brodie? Alright. So Steve Avery looks in for the sign from Berryhill. Here's the windup and the pitch. Alex Cole steps into the box. He hit .278 on the regular season, with no homers and 10 runs batted in. Oh, hold on. I'll change and check and see the options here. Make sure that I am managing the team I should be managing. So I will be managing the Atlanta Braves, of course. Alright, here we go. Avery looks in for the sign from Barry. There's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be a base hit, so a good start for the Pirates here. As Alex Cole... Oh, he's going to try to take two. And he's gonna. So Braves was slow getting that one in, and Cole takes advantage of that and gets a leadoff double. So Jay Bell up now. Bell hit .264 on the season, with 9 homers and 55 runs batted in. It looks like after this season, a lot of the Pirates guys went to different teams. Maybe not right after the season, but maybe if they would have won, they would have stayed. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, Jay Bell, a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Trying to remain neutral, I really am. So Avery looks in for the sign from Berryhill. Has the windup and the pitch. And it's middle of the plate, strike one. Count evens at 1. And it's going to be a bunt. So Jay Bell bunts. Cole moves over to third. Brings up Andy Van Slyke. Hit .324 in the season with 14 homers and 18 runs batted in. 89 runs batted in. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's in there for strike one. Actually, foul ball, strike one. Ball low. Count evens at 1. 2-1 the count. Count evens at 2. Full count now on Van Slyke. And he'll walk him. So runners at the corners with the 1 down. I didn't get the team logos in there. Just want to quickly put this game together. So Dangerous Barry Bonds up now, hit .311 for the season with 34 homers and 103 runs batted in. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Avery looks in for the sign. There's the windup and the pitch. Ball 1, way outside. 2-0 the count, so a hitter's count on Bonds. 2-1. 3-1 the count now. In there. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Full count now. So at least Van Slyke will be off on the pitch. Most likely. And that'll load the bases.
First baseman, Orlando Merced.
So that'll load the bases. So Avery in early trouble here. Orlando Merced up now, the first baseman, hit .247 for the season with 6 homers and 60 runs batted in. It's a foul ball. So let's look at the outfield quickly. The defense. Ganton left is a 4 defensively. So below average there. Nixon above average at a 7. Justice even a little bit above that, also above average at 8. And Gant, the weakest of arms, is playing left field. And Justice, the strongest, playing right. So the infield, Terry Pendleton's got a 10 defense there, so the best he can get there. Jeff Blauser's definitely a liability at shortstop defensively. Mark Lemke, a little bit below average defender at second. And Sid Bream, well below average there. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Bill Buckner. Anyway, and behind the plate, Damon Berriel, average. He was the backup to Greg Olson, who broke his leg, I believe in September. I think I watched that video, they said that. So he was unavailable for the postseason, the regular catcher. So the backup Berryhill played most of the series. So alright, so bases loaded. Avery looks in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's going to be ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2-1 the count. And it's going to be a grounded to Pendleton. No, we're gonna go for the double play here. Over to second for 1, back to first. Double play, and Atlanta gets out of it without any damage by Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Doug Drabek. Leading off for Atlanta, center fielder Otis Nixon.
Alright, so Doug Drabek takes the hill. He's 15-11 on the season with a 2.77 ERA, 256 innings pitched, 218 hits, 17 home runs allowed, 54 walks, and 177 Ks. Opponents hit 231 off of him. Batting first, a switch-hitting center fielder Otis Nixon. He had 41 stolen bases on the year. Jeff Blauser, the shortstop, will bat second. Terry Pendleton, who had a great comeback year, will bat third. Play third base. I think it was this year he had to come back. It could have been 91 also. I'm not sure. I think he hit over 300 in this year also, though. But I'm not sure if this was his comeback year or it was 92. But I remember him having a great year after having just average to below average years before that. So batting cleanup will be the right fielder David Justice. Batting fifth, Sid Breen, the first baseman. Batting sixth will be Ron Gant, the left fielder. Damon Berryhill is the catcher, batting seventh. Switch hitting Mark Lemke, one of my favorite Braves, will bat eighth. And on the mound, batting ninth, will be Steve Avery. So Otis Nixon hit .294 in the regular season, with 2 homers and 22 runs batted in. 41 stolen bases, though. So definitely a threat to steal if he can get on. So Drabek looks into the sign for Lavalliere. Here's the windup in the pitch. And it's going to be a grounded to second. Lemke's up with it. Wind is up with it. Over to first. And there's one down. Jeff Blauser up now. I remember playing World Series baseball on the Sega Genesis with Jeff Blauser, and the game was so unbalanced that Jeff Blauser ended up hitting I think 60 home runs or more. It was ridiculous, the amount of home runs by I close playing them with the Braves. It might have been the 92 season I was playing also, but Blauser definitely was was the league leader in home runs with 60 something. I think it might have actually even been in the 70s. But anyway, Jeff Blauser comes to the plate, hitting .262 with 14 homers and 46 runs batted in. So he's got a little bit of pop. .354 on base percentage. Drabek looks into the sign from Lavalliere. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he's going to pop one up. So it's going to go to short.
Third baseman.
Jay Bell will make the catch.
Pendleton.
So that'll bring up Terry Pendleton. Hit .311 for the season with 21 homers and 105 runs batted in. Yeah, I think this was the season that he broke out there after a bad season before that. Alright, so Terry Pendleton up now with 2 outs and nobody on. Here's the windup in the pitch by Drabek. And he's going to hit a fly ball to left. Bond sprints over and makes the catch.
No errors. After 1 complete. Pittsburgh 0.
So I'll go over the
Third baseman.
Pirate defense next inning. So alright, third baseman Jeff King comes to the plate. .231 hitter with 14 homers and 65 runs batted in. Avery gets a sign from Berryhill. Here's the windup in the pitch. And he's going to pop this one up the... Well, actually,
Catcher.
my bad.
Flag.
It's a deep to center field. It looked like the way Lemke was going over that he was going to make the catch, but Nixon will make the catch. Mr. Brodie. Mr. Brodie, make sure you come back. Don't want to miss it. Get you a drink of water there. So, alright. So, one down now for Mike Lavalliere, the catcher. Hit .256 on the season with 2 homers and 29 runs batted in. And it's going to be a grounder to third.
Second baseman.
Pendleton's up with it. Over to first. 2 down. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Jose Lind. .235 hitter with 39 runs batted in. And it's going to be a dribbler to short. Wowzer up with it. Over to Bream.
Nothing across in the top of the second. After 1.5. Pittsburgh 0. Atlanta 0.
And the Pirates go in order in the second.
David. Justice.
Alright, so let's do the Pirate defense. Barry Bonds in left is an excellent defender. Van Slyke, slightly above average in center. Alex Cole, below average in right. Mr. Brodie comes back. Doesn't want to miss this game. Oh, Miss Maggs has come along. Say hi to Beatles. Say hi to Al. Miss Maggs is more of a Pirates fan. Anyway, just wanted to say hi. In the infield, Jeff King is below average. Yeah, he is, Mr. Brodie. You gotta wave those Braves runners around when they come around, right? You're gonna wave them around to score? Alright. So Jay Bell, above average defender at short. Jose Lind, excellent glove at second. And Orlando Merced, average on first base. Oh, also behind the plate, Mike Lavalliere, above average. Above average arm too. Bonds a weak arm in left. And Slyke a above average arm in center. And Alex Cole an excellent arm in right. It's usually the way you want to play it. You want to play the weaker arm in left. Shortest distance to throw to home. So alright, so Justice will lead it off, and it'll be Justice, Bream, and Gant. Justice steps up to the plate, hitting hit .256 for the season, with 21 homers and 72 runs batted in. And he's going to get a hold going here. He's going to fly out to right, and Cole will make the catch on the warning track for out number 1. Gotta bring up Sid Bream, the ex-Pirate. Hit .261 with 10 homers and 61 runs batted in. And he's going to get the first Braves hit.
Left fielder, Ron Gant.
Single to right. Bream is on with 1 out. Gotta bring up Ron Gant, .259 hitter with 17 homers and 80 runs batted in. Strike 1. Jess Loeb, 1-1 the count. 2-1 the count. It's going to be a grounded to second.
Catcher, Damon.
Lynn decides just to go to first to get the sure out. Bream will move into scoring position with 2 down. Brings up Damon Berryhill. .228 hitter with 10 homers and 43 runs batted in. Swing and a miss, strike 1. It's going to be a grounder to Lind. He should handle this one. Over to Merced.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 2 complete. Pittsburgh 0, Atlanta 0. Pitcher, Doug Drabeck.
And that'll be it for the Braves. So 2 full, no score. So Doug Drabeck up now. He hit .157 on the year with 6 runs batted in. So Avery looks in for the sign. Here's the windup in the pitch to Drabeck. And he's going to strike him out. So Alex Cole doubled his first time up. And he's going to strike out this time. So two quick outs for Avery. Going to bring up Jay Bell. He sacrifice bunted his first time, moving Cole over to third. And he's going to get under one here. Justice reaches over and makes the catch.
No errors. After 2.5. Pittsburgh 0, Atlanta 0.
So
Second
no,
baseman, Mark Lemke.
so no score after 2.5. Braves will send up the number 8 hitter Lemke now. Lemke hit just .227 on the regular season with 6 homers and 26 runs batted in. Did have 4 triples on the season though. And it's going to be a slow roller up the middle. Lean's got it over to Merced. And there's one down here in the third. We're going to bring up the pitcher Steve Avery. Hit .171 on the regular season with 4 runs batted in. So definitely not an automatic out. And he strikes out this time for the second out. Brings up top of the order, Otis Nixon grounded to second his first time up. And a strikeout.
No hits.
And that'll do it for the Braves in the third.
3 complete. Pittsburgh 0, Atlanta 0.
So Mr. Brodie hasn't had much to do for the Braves on third base coach there. Alright. So Andy Van Slyke will lead it off for the Pirates here in the fourth. He walked his first time up. Avery pitches. And it's going to be a single up the middle. So Van Slyke is on with a leadoff single. Avery's going to throw over to first. Keep an eye on him. He's back safely. So Barry Bonds up now. Walked his first time up. And ball one. He's checked his swing. 2-0 the count. High and inside. Ball 3. And a 4-pitch walk to Bonds. So again, the Pirates have first and second with nobody out. Brings up Merced. Grounded it into a double play his first time up. Braves playing back. Strike one. Count evens at 1. And it's going to be a grounded to Pendleton. Over second for 1, back to first, and he hits into another double play. And it's like a move up to third. 2 down now for Jeff King. He flied to center his first time up. Here's the pitch by Avery. And it's going to fall in there, and the Pirates are on the board. So King gets himself an RBI single, scoring Van Slyke. And the Pirates take a 1-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. So that'll bring up Mike Lavalliere. Grounded to third his first time up. So strike one up just on the corner. Count evens at 1. It should be a dribbler to Blauser. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that'll end the inning.
After 3.5. Pittsburgh 1. Atlanta 0.
So Atlanta takes a 1-0 lead. Headed to the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Blauser, Pendleton, and Justice. Braves looking to try to even the score or possibly take the lead. So Jeff Blauser leads it off. He popped a short his first time up. And it looks like he's going to pop the third this time. King goes back and makes the catch on the outfield grass for out number 1. Pendleton up now. Flied to deep left center his first time up. He's going to pop one up in the infield. And Bell will make the catch for out number 2. So 2 down and bases empty for Justice. Flied to very deep right his first time up. And he'll strike out.
No hits. No errors.
Great click in there.
In the books. Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 0.
So after 4 full, it's Pittsburgh 1 and the Braves nothing. So Jose Lean will lead it off. Grounded to short his first time up. And this one's going to go up to center. Nixon will range to his right and make the catch. 1 down in the Pirate fifth. Brings up Drabeck, who struck out his first time up. And he hits a hot shot to Lemke. Throws over to Bream. 2 down. Cole up now. 1 for 2 with a double. And he'll get himself a single, so second hit of the day. Is a 2-out single. A little bit of a threat to steal, so we'll throw over, keep back safely. Jay Bell up now. 0 for 1 with the sacrifice. Ball 1 down and away. Count evens at 1. 2 and 1 the count. Let's go over to first again. Pulls back safely. And he's going to lace a single. Otis will cut in front of Justice and get the ball in, but Cole will take third on the play. So runners at the corners now with 2 down for Andy Van Slyke. Singled and walked. Ball 1 high and away. Strike 1 called. 1 and 1. 1 and 2 the count. And it looks like he's going to pop it up.
No runs.
Center. Nixon will make the catch. Medium center field.
Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 0.
So Atlanta's just mustered 1 hit through the first 4 innings and trail at 1-0 going to halfway through the game. So Sid Bream up now. He's singled his first time up. He'll lead it off in the Atlanta 5th. And it's going to be a fly ball to right. Oh, and this one is going to carry and go out. So Sid Bream hits a solo home run here in the Atlanta 5th. And the game is tied at 1. Go Sid Bream. Alright. Pirates fans are not very happy about that. So Ron Gant up now. He grounded to second his first time up. And he'll hit a liner, soft liner to Draybeck. Will make the catch for the first out. Damon Berryhill up now. Grounded to second his first time up. And he'll hit a frozen rope there to Cole for the second out. Lemke up now. Grounded to second his first time up. And he'll lace a single up the middle. And Cycle throw it back in, so Lemke has himself a 2-out base hit. Not a threat to steal. So Steve Avery up now. 2 down. So you don't really want the pitcher leading off the inning, so Lemke's going to stay put. Avery struck out his first time up. And strike 1, down and away. Looking. Count evens at 1. 1 and 2 the count. And he's going to pop it up to second. Lean has it sized up.
1 run.
And he'll make the catch.
No errors. We played 5 complete. Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
So after the solo home run by Sid Bream, scores all knotted up at 1. So Barry Bonds will lead it off. He's walked twice. And he strikes out this time. We're set up now. Grounded out twice. So double play both times. And Leland has seen enough as Gary Reedus will come in to pinch hit. Reedus hit .256 on the season with 3 homers and 12 runs batted in, so definitely Jim Leland did not like the fact that Merced killed a couple rallies there and decides to pull him here in the 5th. Reedus steps in the box. Avery looks in for the sign from Berryhill. Here's the wind up in the pitch. It's going to be a dribble at the Blouser. He comes in on it. And he's able to just get Reedus for the second out of the inning. Jeff King up now. 1 for 2 with a single. And he's going to get under one here. Gant will come in and make the catch.
No errors. After 5.5. Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
Right, Otis Nixon, top of the order, will lead it off for the Braves. He's 0 for 2 on the day. And he strikes out. Jeff Blauser also 0 for 2. He's going to hit a fly ball to right. Bonds drifts over and makes the catch on the warning track. So 2 down now for Terry Pendleton. And he's going to lace a single to left. Bonds comes charging in, holding him to a single. So 2-out single for Pendleton. Not much of a threat to steal. They'll hold him on anyway. Brings up David Justice. 0 for 2 on the day. Strike one in there at the knees. And he's going to hit a long fly ball to right.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors. After 6 complete, Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
Cole drift over and make the catch for the final out. So we played 6 full. Avery looks strong. Every time they tell me that, I kind of worry and I put somebody up in the bullpen. So we'll get somebody started in the bullpen. And it looks like we're going to have, let's see, a couple of righties after that. So, let's see. Pedro Bobon did not have a good season in 92. Fortunately, he did in 96, which is the team I'm going to be playing at Al's Red Sox Fans League there. I think we're going to... Oh, Jeff Reardon is on the team. Lots of closers and future closers on this team. A good host of relievers overall. Wow. Featured but Mark Wohlers. Wohlers, Reardon, Stanton, and Merker all closers at one point. We're going to get Merker going up in the bullpen. Hold on here. Set our bullpen rule up. Merker warming up. And let's see. And I guess Mark Wohlers. A little early for Wohlers. I don't know who the... Oh, Pena was actually a closer too. I think Pena might have been the main closer at the time. Looks like he was. So I guess we can have Wohlers warm up. Alright. Bobby Cobbs gets a couple of relievers up in the pen, Merker and Wohlers. Gary Lavalliere up now, 0 for 2. And he'll hit one back to Avery. Throws over to Bream. And there's 1 down in the Atlanta 6th. Jose leaned up now, 0 for 2. And he hits one to Pendleton, drifts over. Scoops it up and throws over to Bream for the 2nd out. Doug Drabek now 0 for 2. And he strikes him out to end the inning.
No hits, no errors. After 6.5, Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
Alright, so it'll be Sid Bream leading it off for the Braves. He homered his last time up to tie the score. Come up to lead off the Atlanta 7th. Mr. Brodie turns around there in his coaching box. Are you ready, Mr. Brodie? It's past midnight here in New England, so it's on the East Coast, so it's past his bedtime. So Bream up now 2 for 2 against Drabek. And he strikes him out, so Drabek gets him that time after hitting the home run last time. So Ron Gant up now. He's 0 for 2. And he'll draw a 1-out walk. So Gant is somewhat of a threat to steal, I believe. Yeah. He had 32 stolen bases, so more than just somewhat of a threat. We're going to try to steal on Lavalliere here. 1 out. So, see if he gets the jump. He's unable to get a good jump. Let's try one more time. And he's off for the pitch here. And he's going to be nailed. So Lavalliere nails Gant trying to steal second. So base is empty now with 2 down for Berryhill. It's a dribbler over to Bell.
No hits.
And that'll do it.
Errors. After 7 complete, Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
Alright, Alex Cole 2 for 3 on the day. I think we're going to get rid of, we move Avery. As Cole was 2 for 3 off of him. So we're going to bring in the lefty Merker, sorry. Merker's going to come in. Michael wasn't on the team. I'm thinking of the 96 team, I think. So Merker will come in to relieve Avery. Avery pitches 6 full innings. Fine start.
Pitching for Atlanta, Kent, Merker.
So, alright, so Merker comes into the game with the Cincinnati Reds hat on there. 3.42 ERA, 3-2 record. 6 saves, 68 innings pitched, 51 hits. 4 homers allowed, 35 walks, and 49 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 207 off. So Merker looks in for the sign from Berryhill. Here's the windup in the pitch to Cole. And Cole will lace a base hit. Cole is a threat to steal, somewhat. I try to keep him close. Looks like Cox is going to come in and take out Merker. He's going to bring out Woolers.
Pitching for Atlanta, Mark Wohlers.
Mark Wohlers comes in now with a record of 1-2 and an ERA of 2.55, 35 innings pitched, 28 hits, 14 walks, 17 strikeouts. Opponents are hitting 235 against them. So Wohlers will throw over to first. Hold back safely. J. Bell 1 for 2 on the day. Strike 1. And it's going to be a dribble down the first base line. Green will make the play, throw over to Wohlers. That was right down the line. And Cole moving to scoring position with the go-ahead run. So Van Slyke 1 for 2 on the day. Wohlers looks in for the sign from Berryhill. Looks at the runner. Here's the windup and the pitch to Van Slyke. Ball 1 low. At the belt, 1-1 the count. Cut on and miss, strike 2, 1-2 the count. And he strikes him out, so a big strikeout for Wohlers. Brings up the dangerous Barry Bonds. He's walked twice and struck out. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. He's going to fly one down the first base line, and it'll be out of play. So 1-2 the count on Bonds. And he strikes out. So Barry Bonds has walked twice and struck out twice.
7.5. Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
Leaves the go-ahead run in scoring position. Dre back up there to 100 pitches. So he's only allowed 1 run on 4 hits. So Mark Lemke will lead it off. He's 1 for 2 with a single. And he's going to hit one to deep center field.
Pitcher, Mark Wohlers.
But Van Slyke will range over to his left and make the catch for the first out of the 8th. So Mark Wohlers up now, the pitcher. And we get some action in our bullpen here. Let's see, I think we're going to have Stanton warming up. And I don't like those numbers against lefties for Reardon. I don't like those numbers against righties for Pena. So let's see. If it's a lefty, I'll bring in Stanton anyway, so I'll let Reardon warm up. So Reardon and Stanton up. So the Braves have a stocked bullpen, unlike the Pirates, whose bullpen has been shaky throughout the year. Alright, so I'm going to pinch hit for Wohlers here with one down. Ooh, let's see, who do we want to pinch hit here? Should we bring in Francisco Cabrera? Nah, too early yet. Oh, that would be nice though. Yeah, we'll bring him in later, I think, if we need to. Vinny Castilla, we'll bring in, didn't hit that well. Lonnie Smith, I kind of like Lonnie Smith. Who's pitching? Drabek, the righty. Lonnie Smith, I think we'll bring in Vinny. Vinny C. We'll bring in Brian. Jerry Wohlers, he's actually pretty good against the righties. He only had 23 at bats though, so. Tommy Gregg, we had 19 at bats. So I'm going to bring in Vinny C. Vinny C is going to come in and pinch it.
Pinch hitting for Atlanta, Vinny Castillo.
Vinny Castillo comes in. So Drabek looks in for the sign from Lavalliere. Here's the windup in the pitch. And Castilla's going to lace a single. So Vinny C gets a one-out single here in the bottom of the 8th. The go-ahead run is on. Otis Nixon up now, 0 for 3. He threw a hit and run. He's a 7 hit and run. I'm going to hit and run. Pinch run for Castilla, actually. Deion Sanders. And we're going to bring in Deion Sanders to pinch run.
Sanders is the new runner at first.
So, alright, so we'll do a little hit and run here with Otis Nixon. So Drabek goes in for the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. Probably putting the runner in motion. They stay out of the double play. So Sanders move into scoring position. 2 down. And it'll be Jeff Palauser, who's 0 for 3 on the day. And they're going to intentionally walk him to get to Pendleton. That's surprising. I don't know if I agree with that strategy, but alright, so Terry Pendleton. 1 for 3, singled his last time up. Runners on first and second, 2 down for Pendleton. And it's blowing inside. Ball 1. Count evens at 1. 1 and 2 the count. Count evens at 2. And he strikes him out. So Drabek strikes out Pendleton. And the Braves' threat is ended. So we head to the 9th with the score knotted at 1. Who will go to the World Series against the Toronto Blue Jays? Not sure if they knew that back then. I think the Blue Jays series was over by then, but not sure. So, alright. So, let's see. Who are we going to bring in here? So, Gary Reedus. It's a righty, so I'm going to bring in Reardon. So Jeff Reardon's going to come in.
Pitching for Atlanta, Jeff Reardon.
Wearing his Red Sox cap there. And let's see, I think we're going to have Pena start warming up just in case. Alright. So Jeff Reardon on the mound, wearing his Red Sox cap there. So Gary Reedus, 0 for 1 in the day.
Pinch hitting for Pittsburgh, Gary Varsho.
they're going to counteract. That's what I was worried about, is Varsho is going to come in the pinch hit. 222 hitter on the season, 4 homers and 22 runs batted in. Reardon was not good against righties. I think it's lefties. Lefties hit like over 300 against them, but we have to leave him in now. And he hits a grounder to Blauser, who will make the play over to Bream, and this one down. So Jeff King up now, an RBI single to score the Pittsburgh run. So King against Reardon. Here's the windup in the pitch. And get foul balled on the third base line. 0-2 the count, swing and a miss. Fly ball to left. This one, Justice gives it a chase, but Yank gives it a chase, but it's going to be into the crowd. So the count remains 0-2. 1-2. And he's going to pop it up to left. Gant will make the catch. And that'll do it for the Pirates in the ninth. So we head to the bottom of the ninth with the score knotted at 1. Fans are on their feet, hoping for a Braves victory. We'll see. Oh, I'm sorry. Jumped the gun there. Hopefully that won't cost us. It's only 2 outs. Lavalliere up now. He's going to ground to Blauser. And that'll do it. Now we go to the bottom of the ninth.
Across in the top of the ninth. After 8.5, Pittsburgh 1, Atlanta 1.
So Doug Drabek still pitching the ninth like he did in the actual game. David Justice leads it off. I think David Justice batted second. I think Pendleton led off the actual bottom of the ninth in the actual game, so pretty similar though. Instead now it's Justice. So Justice up now. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Drabek looks in for the sign from Lavalliere. Here's the windup in the pitch. Ball 1 missing low. Count evens at 1. Ground ball just past the first base bag and foul. Clendon is actually in now. I didn't notice that. Not sure exactly when he came in. Clendon is playing for the first baseman now. Definitely a liability over there with his 2 rating. Just came in after. I'm not sure exactly when he came in because I think the other guy came in and I can't think of his name now. Pinch hit for him, but Clendon must have came in after that. So alright, so the count 1-2 on David Justice. Count evens at 2. And Clendon will make the play for the first out of the ninth. So Sid Bream up now, 2 for 3. Ball 1. 2-0 the count on Bream. In there, swing and a miss. 2-1 the count. And he's going to pop one out here. Oh my goodness, Sid Bream hits a walk-off home run. So Sid Bream scored, oh my goodness. So Sid Bream hits 2 solo home runs to send the Braves to the NLCS championship. I'm sure Beetle is probably turned off the video now. He's probably not even watching this anymore. My goodness, is that a... So Sid Bream, 2 solo home runs, the only Atlanta offense, and the Braves are gonna go to the World Series. Pittsburgh fans are dejected. Atlanta fans swarm Bream at home plate, just like in the actual game. Wow. So let's look at the box score real quick. So I'm definitely excited for this series between Al Red Sox fan and is holding on his station. So definitely check that out starting tomorrow night when the Cincinnati Reds are going to take on the 1996 Atlanta Braves and the 1976 Cincinnati Reds. Oh no, we're having trouble with the box score here. No, say it ain't so. The game is official, though. The Braves win 2-1. Wow, maybe having issues with the box score. So, so Beatles is messing with the box score now. It doesn't seem to want to be showing up. But it is official as Sid Bream hits 2 solo home runs. Oh man, I like to look at this box score. Please say it's going to come up. Come on. See if we get Mr. Brodie over here to get this box score to load. Don't know what is going on here. We have some technical issues here. There it is.
The final score from Fulton County Stadium, Atlanta 2, Pittsburgh 1. Jeff Reardon is the winner. Doug Drabeck picks up the loss. Sid Bream hit 2 home runs. He now has 2 on the season. Time of the game, 2 hours, 47 minutes.
So Sid Bream hits a walk-off home run and the Braves win. Take a look at the box score here. Oops. What happened there? Alright, here we go. Don't know what happened to Doug Drabeck's line. That kind of disappeared there. Let's check here. Yep, so Doug Drabeck's line disappears and we have some weird leprechaun thing going on here. Weird glitch going on here. Let's see if we can get it back. You can at least look at the box score here. So Sid Bream goes 3 for 4 with 2 solo home runs. Braves win 2-1. That's really it for the Atlanta offense. Not much else going on other than that. And Alex Cole was 3 for 4. Van Slyke scored the only run for Pittsburgh. And Barry Bonds 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. So, yeah, Reedus pinch hit, and then Varsho pinch hit for him, and then McClendon went into play first. Gotcha. And King had the only RBI for Pittsburgh. So yeah, definitely get some glitches going on in the box score. Look at the rest of the thing going on here. So Cole had a double. Bream with the home run off Drabeck in the 5th, and 362 feet, and then the game winner, the bottom of the 9th, 393 feet. So again, not much going on there. Steve Avery gets the MVP. I don't know about that. I think that one definitely should have gone to Sid Bream, hitting the game-winning home run there. Although Steve Avery did pitch well, and this is glitched out too. Here's our game recap. Don't know what happened here, as Sid Bream has been replaced by Joe Borowski for some reason. So Sid Bream is not even going to get credit for this. It's Joe Borowski gets the... Who the heck is Joe Borowski? Sounds like an old-time guy. And Rob Deere actually took the loss. So we definitely got some glitches going on there. Terry Pendleton gets the win for Atlanta. Wow, this is strangeness going on here. Rob Deere takes the loss. Yeah, so glitch gremlins have taken over this game. Maybe Beatles is sending his disapproval here through the from the Netherlands there through the internet to this game. This one's all right. Now, that was strange. No score sheet. Score sheet there. Yeah, this is back to Joe Borowski, Terry Pendleton picking up the win, and Rob Deere getting the loss. So anyway, that's it. As the Braves defeat the Pittsburgh Pirates 2-1 in Game 7 of the 1992 National League Championship Series in Fulton County Stadium. So that's it. Take care and God bless, and we will see you in the next tournament. Remember to tune into our Red Sox fan station tomorrow night. Actually tonight, which will be August 11th, 2017 at 10 p.m. when the Cincinnati Reds take on the Atlanta Braves. Take care and God bless. Good night, says Mr. Brodie. He's fully asleep. Bye-bye.